well-known MAGA influencer. I agree.
And what's your comment for Ryan?
What he said?
All right, thank you.
I don't have
From
to
time
be
to
up on the
time,
board.
but
Yeah.
there are other
Okay.
times that, no, I did not. But listen, folks, we are treading on very thin ice.
Hey,
When you
can
witness
you
what went
turn
down,
off your cam?
Hey, hold on, Travis. Let me switch into him, okay?
I watched the video. I can't unsee it. And I watched the video of the Ukrainian refugee on the train in Charlotte. I
What are we
can't
doing, just
unsee
this?
that either.
Just shut
That
up.
one
It's
I
gotten to
haven't
the point in this day and age. I'm not watching
Do
anymore.
you see the little
Stop,
camera?
Mike.
See a story.
There we go.
It's next level. It is, it really creates an emotion. Let me get to the phone to bring in Travis in East Lansing. Travis, you're on 760 WJR.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, definitely a sad day. Too bad that we have to feel so divided and we turn to violence. I don't think that's ever what Charlie Kirk was about, but that just seems to be the way it goes for people that carry that message of peace sometimes. Yeah, I mean, you know, I saw the video as well, and I was a paramedic for a good chunk of time, and I would have to say that, you know, his wife's in grave danger, obviously. Hopefully, I'm sure his team has trauma, you know, like big time trauma response equipment with them. So if they could get that clotted up fast enough and get him some blood, you know, hopefully he can stick around. But God bless him and his family. And yeah, like you say, sad day. Hopefully this brings us together more than it divides us.
No doubt about that. Thank you for that call, Travis. We really appreciate it.
You know, Ryan, heard the conversation you had with your guest just before the break. And, you know, if
So
you're an
using-
FBI profile, the last demographic you bring into a crime as horrific as this is a dude in his late 60s,
Yeah.
70s. It's unprecedented.
That's what it looks like. You know, they have not, the law enforcement has
right.
not released a name or an age yet, but Steve, it looks like this guy is 70 years old. White guy, old, bald.
Well, and as you guys were talking about, his guy, and I don't know
He
what
almost looks like Larry David to me.
Are you saying it was Steve,
I would
Ryan?
imagine there had to be some.
God.
No, it was
hindsight.
no, it was Larry David, man.
This guy you would suspect of anything like this.
My God.
Historically, as far as all
Turn
the
off your mic.
crazy shootings in this
I'll tell you
country,
what, because I can
would
hear
be a
you.
guy in.
Feels like a perfect storm, and in social media I think is hugely responsible for political divisions.
Oh, huge.
I think also the fact that we as a people do not believe in institutions anymore, rightfully and wrongfully, in everywhere in between. Look, institutions have done enough damage to their own selves to allow people to think something else. The media, police, legislators, medical professionals, educators, we don't believe in any institution anymore. If you look at any poll, those things, and probably 3 or 4 or 10 more sectors of institutions that we have in this country, are at all-time lows when it comes to support of them. And when you have that lack of support in media, educators, police, legislators, government, and the list goes on and on and on, you allow people to seek out other theories, other alternative facts, other theories, other things that are so outside the mainstream that lead people to feel a certain way about something, to the point where a guy in his 70s is going to bring a gun to a rally with 2,000 people and shoot from 200 yards away. Police say this shot came from over 200 yards away. That's sick.
Well, and when you bring institutions into the conversation, let's start with mental institutions.
There you go.
Because
that's a part of it.
Right off the get-go.
It's a big part of it.
And maybe it's just because we've been trained this way that, after a mass shooting in this country, and Lord knows there's been a gazillion, the first thing you think about, well, it's probably going to be proven that the suspect was mentally ill. And I don't know what the situation is with this guy. It's just a developing story. But I think you start there. And, the case in Charlotte, horrific. Ukrainian refugee just reading a book or minding her own business. And the suspect in that particular case, a repeat offender, thought that she was reading his mind.
Did you hear the jailhouse recordings? I mean, that's somebody that was diagnosed schizophrenia.
And allowed to roam.
And there's nowhere for him to go. We talked to somebody in northern Michigan trying to get these mental health or mental hospital campuses built for people in northern Michigan.
Who's going to pay for that
City.
in this day and age?
Well, again, our budget in this state in the last 5 years has gone from $57 billion to $83 billion. Find some money.
I agree with you.
Find some money. It's a huge problem. Steve, thanks so much.
All right, sir.
I'm sure you guys will be covering it coming up at the top of the hour here. Just an absolutely horrifying, disgusting, tragic day. Political violence has no place in this country. And our prayers and thoughts are with Charlie Kirk and his family today as he is fighting for his life after being shot at a political event, a conversation at Utah Valley University. The Mitch Albom Show is next, 760 WJR.
It all comes down to this.